Let's see how early you guys check in. Zero, what's going on, buddy? I am super early this week, but it's been about a month. Yeah, not so much about the legend, I don't think, but I appreciate it. Well, we got 7 folks in here early. Yeah, we'll get started here in a little bit, unless y'all get me started in the chat early. Wait, we're about 10 minutes early, 10 minutes early, so we'll wait for a few minutes. Just get some new mods. I'm ready. Yes, sir. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything to Shake and Bake this year. We're just going to kind of play it by ear, see what happens, and we'll kind of go from there. Shake and Bake's already too fast. I guess there's no such thing as too fast, but she's fast enough where she's got to have a cage unless I slow down. So we got to slow her down a little bit, because I don't think I want to go for a cage. If I go for a cage, then I'm just going all out race car. I'd forget the street part of it and just make it a race car. But I appreciate y'all chiming in early. I was just trying to see who's on the ball, who's on the stick. Obviously, Zero. You've been waiting. But we'll talk about me a little bit. We'll talk about what's going on, where I've been, where I disappeared to for a while, and what's happened while I've been gone. And we'll talk about what may be coming up for this year. But we'll give people a few more minutes yet. Eric, just started working with Dave on email tuning. Nice. Green tuned the car before. Decided to see how much further into the 10s we can go with the stock bottom end. Well, you saw how far we went with the stock bottom end. We went into the 9s. So with the right mods and the right tune, you can definitely get into the low 10s, high 9s. Dave's great on the keyboard, that's for sure. 803, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. We got about 5 or 6 more minutes till we really get started. Yeah, Dave will definitely get that car running, no doubt about it. Alpha Tango. Yeah, buddy, it's been a minute. I'll talk about where I've been, what's been happening. A little bit about Dawn. Then we'll go a little bit about Shake and Bake like we always do, and then we'll leave it up to the chat for you guys to keep me going. Hard Rock, thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it, buddy. And you too, Alpha Tango. Thanks, I appreciate it. I had a number of people reach out to me on Instagram. Some people on Messenger. Yeah, it's been a minute. There. I don't think I'll get there. I have a 2.3 PD blower. I think I'm at its limits 12 to 13 pounds. I got you. But Dave will definitely get you right, Derek. 100%. What size throttle body? I've got a Hellcat throttle body, 92 millimeter. And kind of the main reason for that, with the Pro Charger, the I don't know what they call it, but the cold side coming out is only 3.5 inches. So really, you can only push so much. So that's why I went with the stock Hellcat throttle body. Pro Charge 392. Thanks for chiming in, buddy. But that's why I went with the Hellcat throttle body. It doesn't need a bigger one. I think I've proved that you don't have to have 108 millimeter freaking throttle body. There's 2 profiles on IG. Which one is you? So Modern Red Hemi is mine. Let me go grab it. Since we got a couple minutes here, I can come in and grab it. Put it in the chat. Don't follow that one. Take that one out. Remove that one. That's the wrong one. Paste. That's the right one. That will get you there. Put that in old Instagram, and that should get you there. You see old Shake and Bake with the shaker in the front. Which we're trying to get back to, by the way. We are trying to get back to the shaker. Bronski was. What's up, buddy? I was going to swap my throttle body this weekend, but my wiper motor is out. Yeah. Definitely got to have those priorities. Definitely need those wipers, especially if it's raining or snowing or wherever you're at and what's going on. Uh, 803. So my question is on Holly High Ram. How did you get it to attach? All I could find is the LS bolt pattern on the Hemi High Rams. So it is a LS bolt pattern, but I have an adapter that goes from LS to the Dodge bolt pattern. So there is an adapter, and Holly sells them as well. We're coming up on 9 o'clock here. I'll go ahead and Shannon, thanks for chiming in, buddy. Appreciate it. Retracted your message. Eric, you're not late. You're right on time, buddy. It's not 9 o'clock yet. I started mega early. I started about 10 till, I think, right around 10 till. Randy, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. Appreciate it. All right, we seem to have a pretty decent forum. Looks like there's 16 people, which is pretty good. Pretty good for a chat day, especially that I haven't done one in a month and a half or so. At 803, hit me up on Instagram. I'll go dig up that the adapter, and I'll let you know what it is. I'll let you know. So where's Dawn been? Dawn took a break. I'm telling you. I think there was maybe a little bit of seasonal depression in there. Some of y'all may know what I'm talking about. Comes with the season. Obviously, seasonal depression. Seasonal depression comes with the seasons. A lot of people get it around Christmas, wintertime. Dark comes early. Just kind of puts people, especially with daylight savings time and all this other stuff. Dark comes early. That just sends people into a depression a little bit. So got a little bit down. Got a little. I don't want to say frustrated. Frustrated is not the word. Little wore out, maybe. Just wore out from the grind, doing it. Trying to come up with stuff. A couple times a week, plus the live, and keep things going. As you saw, I don't know how many of y'all watch DDE. I almost watch those guys religiously almost every morning, but they were off for about a week for the first time in a long time for them. I think they went like 2 or 3 years straight doing videos every day. I'm telling you that those guys are amazing, because that is a grind. Trying to put out videos every day is rough. So yeah, wasn't really feeling up to snuff. Didn't really feel like doing videos, and I don't want to come out and try and do a video just to keep things rolling, and it just be terrible content. Me not into it. You guys would pick up on that immediately. And if a new subscriber would come in and see me just not being me and figures it out, they're not going to hang around. They're not going to watch everything. They're not going to come back. So yeah, just I don't know. I got in a funk, stayed in a funk, and I was finally like, you know what, Hunt? Hey, tonight or this week, I'm finally going to do another Wednesday live. Another thing that came in 2 weeks ago, my father got in real bad shape. Long story short, he was in bad shape. He got better for about 12 hours, and then he passed away. And that was last week. So kind of dealing with the aftermath, keeping the family together, talking to my sisters. I've got 4 sisters, 2 older, 2 younger. Just trying to keep the family going, keep my mom going. She literally, they've been divorced for 30 years or so. And about 6 years ago, my dad moved 2 doors down from her. And it was a really good thing. We were a little skeptical at first. We were kind of afraid what was going to happen. But it wound up being a pretty good thing. They were going out to dinners and going to the grocery store and going to Walmart and going here and going there when he was driving and was capable of driving. But yeah, recent, probably the last year and a half, 2 years, at least, yeah, roughly 2 years or so. He's just been kind of on the downhill slide, and we all knew it was kind of more of a when than an if. He's had several scares. He's had pneumonia a few times. He's had COVID one time, which was really close. But he lived life to his fullest. Great guy. Love my dad to death. We had our issues when I was young, but don't we all have issues? Don't we all have issues with our parents when we're young, right? But you get over it, and you can't. They always say you can't pick your parents, but you can pick your friends, right? So really been surrounded by a lot of great people, a lot of great friends. I don't know, most of y'all probably saw it on Instagram or Facebook. I don't really post too much on Instagram and Facebook, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there so people knew what was a little bit of what was going on, where I was and what was happening. But I'm back. I'm going to try and get out, basically talk about a lot of the things I just talked about in a video. And I did go racing on the 1st with Mod to Fame. And yes, it was not a good day. Did a lot of spinning. I won't mention any shops, but somebody kind of got loud and proud and threw it up on Instagram. The first race was against one of their Trackhawks. Nothing against that Trackhawk. It was a fast Trackhawk. There was no doubt about it. But if I would have hooked, he'd have been in trouble. But wound up not hooking, and didn't think about it. I should have thought about it before I actually lined up with that guy. But it is what it is. People take things and run with it all the time, and that's fine with me. It's not a big deal. But we're gonna be back this year, stronger than ever. We got lots of plans. We're already in Rocky Mountain Race Week, Rocky Mountain Race Week 2025, which is now called it Mega Week. So it's Rocky Mountain Race Week and Race Week combined. So instead of roughly 300 cars, there's going to be 600 cars at the 5 tracks, four tracks, because you do Tulsa twice, 4 or 5 tracks, and driving all over the Midwest, Southern Midwest, I guess you could call it. Oklahoma, Texas, and Missouri, I think, are the 3 states that you hit. So we're going out for Rocky Mountain Race Week. Had a great time last year. Unfortunately, Jay did not get a ticket. He was trying to get a ticket. He didn't get one. He did get on the waiting list. So we'll have to wait and see if Jay actually winds up being my co-partner again, which he said he would if he didn't get in. But if he gets in, I may be looking for a co-partner for Rocky Mountain Race Week, because I'm going to need one, because in March, the beginning of March, actually mid-March, the 14th, I think it's the 14th of March, I get surgery on my knee to clean it out and try and fix the bipartite piece of the patella that I have, to hopefully get my knee straight. And then Rocky Mountain Race Week's in the end of May. So you got March, April, May, 2.5 months. Hopefully I'll be healed up enough. If not, if Jay doesn't get in, he may wind up driving Shake Bake. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, see how it goes. But that's Rocky Mountain Race Week. We're trying to get into what other one? The one at MIR at the end of the year, September. Hot Rod Race Week. At the end of September, I think. Trying to get in that one as well. Waiting for the tickets to go live. We're gonna see what we can do and get into possibly 2 drag and drives this year. If not, I can sneak in. If I can sneak in another 1 or 2, we'll see what I can do. But definitely going to do the typical. I was going to go to Orlando, but we decided against it for the Modern Street Hemi Shootout. I know Jay's going down. Maybe I'll still go. I don't know. We'll see. Play it by ear, see what happens. But definitely going to do more of the Modern Street Hemi Shootout this year. Let's see. Try to get in a little bit more competitive racing than just a whole bunch of test and tunes, which I think will be much better content than just lining up against whoever I line up against in a test and tune environment. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. So that's the plans for Shake and Bake. We do have some upgrades coming. We do have the brakes, the TBM brakes we still need to put on, which is going to lighten up significantly. We also are looking at, I'm almost debating either going with some taller tires in the rear, like a 315, what is it, 315 50 17, I think, which comes out to be a 29.5-inch tire instead of 28. I may do that to see how that hooks instead of buying new wheels and tires, because y'all know that stuff's expensive. Or we're going to go 15-inch conversion, which the brakes already do that. So those are the two things that are definitely coming. I don't have any plans to do anything else, but we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to be careful hitting any 8s because then I do require a cage. So they could yell at me if I run too far into the 8s in any of these competitive events. So got to be careful, see what we're doing. Watch what we're doing and kind of go from there. Another thing that kind of drew my attention a little bit is crypto. Crypto and mining. So it's kind of funny. So that's taking a little bit of my time away too. Looking into it, doing some research. I do have a couple miners doing some things, but just having some fun. Trying to do something different, trying to get me out of that funk. But we're back. All right, let's get into the chat. $803. All right, again, 803. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll dig up that part number for you. And I may have one in the garage. I'm not sure. But hit me up on Instagram and we'll get you in either way. Team Bronski, heard on the interwebs the Hemi might be returning. Let's hope. All we can do is cross our fingers. So not going to get into politics. But I guess we got to dabble in it just a tad, and I'm only going to dabble in it from the perspective of the EPA, and I'm not going to talk about anything else. Nothing else political. But it looks like we are going to get some breaks with the person that's in office, and with Tim Kaniskis coming back to Ram. He did come back to Ram. He didn't come back to Dodge. He came back to Ram. So I'm sure he'll have his fingers dabbling in over there at Dodge too. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So Hemi coming back, definitely a possibility. I'm not in with, I've talked to TK's Garage, Butter to Insider, and OC Motivator. I've talked to those guys before, but I'm not really in with them. And y'all know I'm not really in the news thing. I dabbled in a little bit. It just wasn't that I couldn't do it. It just didn't feel right for me to do it. I just didn't want to take the channel in that direction. I wanted to keep it racing focused, modification focused. But yeah, 100%. It is a possibility for the Hemi to come back. Those three are all talking about it. They all have ends with literally Tim Kaniskis. and ends at Stellantis. So yeah, definitely a possibility of the Hemi returning. Is it going to come back in the same form that we have now? I would say probably not. Maybe I could be wrong, but I would say probably not. Probably going to come back with some changes and some updates, hopefully, because they've all been around for a while. They need a refresh. And, hopefully they bring the Challenger back. That would be cool. Hopefully they find a way to lighten these cars up if they do bring the Challenger back. Let's not just go with the same platform. Let's find something a little bit lighter. Help us out a little bit here. But yeah, I'd love to see the Hemi come back. Love to see the Challenger come back. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Eric, what's the latest on Shake and Bake? She's fine. She's running. I've made 2 trips back and forth to Pennsylvania in the last week and a half. And y'all know I drive her around. And man, when I drove it to Pennsylvania, it looked like it was a white car by the time I got there. Between the snow, the wet, and the salt that's used and the stuff they put on the road, man, it was crazy. It was nuts. But so I gave you the lowdown on Shake and Bake. I mean, that's where we are, and that's what's going to happen. All right, hit me up. Hit me up, 803. How was vacation? Yes, had a great time at Christmas. Got a few safety things. I think did I do one after Christmas? I can't remember. Santa did bring us a bunch of safety equipment, so now I have gloves, I have shoes, I have a full suit instead of just a jacket. Let's see. On the a little bit on the crypto side, I got some crypto stuff too. And it was a great vacation. Got to see my son. Got to see both my sister-in-laws, both my brother-in-laws, and their kids. Had a great time. It was really, really good time over Christmas. And then we were back here for New Year's. So good stuff. Yeah, we vacation. We go to Helen, Georgia every year for Christmas. We've been doing it for the last 5 or 6 years now. And just had a great time. Alpha Tango, get it, buddy. Just be safe and healthy. We care. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do appreciate it. Y'all don't realize how much I appreciate you guys. When I look at some of these other, the bigger YouTubers, they got all the trolls. I've been really, really lucky. I don't have any trolls per se that hit me up all the time, especially in the comments. No real trolls in the comment. I get one person that dislikes my videos almost all the time. I don't know who that is, but I don't know what I can do to make that one person a believer, but it is what it is. 803 is always tearing down the 5.7. See what the culprit was? Yes. I know I keep saying it and I keep putting it off, but we are going to break down the 5.7. Mac and I are going to break down that 5.7 and find out what the culprit was. Because if I do get a truck, I may want to put that 5.7 in it. We'll see about that down the road. Yeah, lots of ifs on that. So I'll leave that at that. But yeah, I definitely want to find out what's wrong with that 5.7. Creation vacation is a good thing. Yes, sir. Randy got the Maggie on the road, working on the tune. I like it. Nice. Yeah, once you get her tuned up, you'll be in there in like Flynn, buddy. Yes, sir. Cars are a lot of fun. Positive displacement from a daily driving perspective are a lot of fun because, like I said, you got that power, that torque all the time, right when you step on the gas. So, yeah, all I say, Randy, is just once you get that tune locked in, just enjoy the car. That's what I wanted. That's what I do with Shake and Bake this year. I think all the major stuff we've done. We've proved a lot of things. We've shown a lot of people wrong. We straightened the internet out a little bit. We straightened the street racers out a little bit. So yeah, this year I don't want to worry about. Arguably, we probably wind up breaking things anyway, but I'm going to try not to break things, and I just want to kick back and enjoy the car. That's the plan this year. Team Bronski Winter Blues is totally real, 100%. It does suck, man, when it happens. It's not like you want it to happen or you don't want it to happen, or you sometimes you just really don't realize it's happening until someone that's close says, "Hey, what's wrong? What's the matter? What's going on?" But yeah, we worked it out. I'm back. Is it still getting dark early? Yeah. Is it still the season for depression? Yeah, but you know what? I'm coming out. I'm done. I'm going to start coming out with some videos. Like I said, the first one's going to be where I've been and kind of what happened on the first, and maybe throw some gauntlets out there, but we'll see. 803 hearts out to y'all. Thanks, man. I appreciate it 100%. Hard Rock, my wife of 20 years, has been gone for 4 months. I can relate to loss. Hard Rock, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Yeah, when someone close passes, it's really a double-edged sword. My dad was on his way for quite a while. He's in a place now where there's no pain, there's no issues, there's no sadness, there's nothing but happiness, and he's up there doing what he wants, putting puzzles together, playing Yahtzee, going fishing, all of those things, going to the beach, just all of those things that he loved to do. I'm sure he's in a place where he's doing all of those things now. And if I keep living right, I'm going to be there and I'm going to see him again. And same to you, Hard Rock. If we all live right, we're gonna see all of those people again, for sure. Shannon, hey Don, still on the hunt for a transmission, pure, simple, or just getting a used one from eBay. My HP 70 is holding on barely. Mine was too in the end. Mac will talk about that. He'll tell you my 70 was tapping out. I have a pair of ET Street R's arriving tomorrow. Nice. I love the ET Street R's, man. I've once we get these Keltrex dialed in, we figure out what the right settings are. The ET Street R's are great tires, really are. Shannon, I would look into Applied Torque Solutions. Now he doesn't have. I don't think he has transmissions laying around. You can ask him, talk to him, but talk to Brian at Applied Torque Solutions for a transmission as well. I mean, you may have to send your 70 to him for him to do his thing, but he's got a really good thing going. Mac got his done by him. There's 2 more of Mac built cars getting Applied Torque Solution 70s and 90s, or are they both 90s? I can't remember, Mac. And once my Sipple goes, because it's going to go, that's where I'm taking my 90 to get rebuilt. So look at Applied Torque Solutions, ATS. And they're on Instagram too, Applied Torque Solutions. Alpha Tango, I lost my dad 10 years ago. It really brings home a sense of mortality. You're not alone. My condolences. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. I really do. Like I said, one day we're going to be all together again, hanging out and doing what we do. Thanks, Shannon. I appreciate it. Rest in heaven to Pops. Thanks, buddy. Bronski, eternal burnouts. Yeah, right. Dad did love the channel. He really did. He watched it religiously. He even said, it's not so much you, but it's watching the racing, watching the camaraderie, and just the fun that racing is. So, had a good subscriber there. I hate to lose him that way, but again, he's in a better place. ProCharge 392. My question for you guys is, building my motor next month with an aggressive cam going in. I'm at 8 pounds of boost, P1SC, E85. I know I'll drop some boost right off. How much can I boost this to? So I believe Wide Body Mike pushed his to 19 pounds, maybe 20, I think. So there you go. You could possibly get into that 19-20 range. And he was even running low 9s in his car. Bronski, the vid from Mod to Fame was cool though. It was. Yeah, Mod to Fame, he does a pretty good job. He does a pretty good job with his videos, and he's a great guy. Really is. We've been friends for a number of years now. Met him through RT Life, actually, way back. But yeah, Mod to Fame's a great guy. He really is. And he's beginning to love to shout me out a little bit more. But I appreciate him. He's a great guy. Shannon, should I hold off on the installation of the Mickey 3 Street R until I upgrade the transmission? You don't have to. If you need them to race on your current transmission, yeah, don't hold off on the ET Street R's. Yeah, I would put them on and run them all you want. Yeah, you don't have to hold off just because of the transmission. Haters mean you're doing it right. That's for sure. Eric, no traction has nothing to do with tuners. I remember you talking about that on Mod the Fame event. Yeah. That guy, I'm not even going to get started. Because when he did that, he really got on my nerves. Mac's in here. I see him in my other chat that goes down as people chat. Yeah, that guy's a piece of work. I'll just leave it at that. Dano, front to back, never back to front. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eric J, driving Shake and Bake would be epic. That would be pretty cool, and I'm sure he'd have a great time doing it. And I 100% trust him in doing it if that's what it comes to. But like I said, we'll have to see how my knee does, and we'll go from there. Isn't Jay at sick week? No, Jay is not at sick week. Unfortunately, he couldn't get his car ready to go. So there you go. Yep. And I'll let Jay bring it out in his videos. But yeah, he did not go to sick week. Hard Rock bracket racing is sweet. Yeah, I do like bracket racing. Again, I like a fair race. I mean, you put a 9-second car up against a 12-second car. That's not fun off the line, right? It's just, it's not. Where now in bracket racing, you dial in and you make it a fair race, in my opinion. Now there's a lot of people that don't like bracket racing, and that's cool too. That's cool too. But me, I'm all for bracket racing. Eric, taller tires probably a good idea. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be enough to hold things down if we go all out again in March. We may have to go 15-inch conversion anyway, but we'll just see how it goes. Eric, are you changing the tunes with a laptop, or how do you do that? It is with a laptop. You have to have a laptop for Holly. Well, you can change it if you have the right dashboard from Holly. You can change tunes on the fly if you want. But yes, I change mine. Well, I don't change mine because I run E85 all year long. We are going to get the Holly tied into the sensor, and then Boom. You know what I got? I got a flex fuel car. So I can run 93 if I want to once we get the Holly tied into my sensor. So hard rock. My music always helps me get out of funk. Music does help me get out of funk too. And really the 4-hour drive to Pennsylvania, though I did get some phone calls back and forth, and then going back again. But just driving Shake and Bake, just it relaxes me, gets me, kind of out of that funk for at least a little while. And just those few hours of driving just really brought me around. Even though it wasn't for a good reason that I was driving that far. I mean, it was a good reason to be there with my dad, but, wound up not being such a great reason. But, yeah, and driving Shake and Bake does that to me as well. True hard rock, mental health is real. Yes, sir. 803, I'll hit you up. If you have a 9092 adapter in the garage, let me know. Holly says discontinued on their site. All right, man. Let me look. I'll see what I got, and we'll go from there. Hard rock. I've been a musician since I was a kid. And it's got me through a lot of things in my life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's awesome, man. It's a good thing. Mac, I'm the best to ever do it. Yes, sir. Hard rock by Scat Pack helps too. Yes, sir. If we're no doubt. Eric, what mile per gallon did you get on a road trip in Shake and Bake? I really didn't pay much attention, but I'm telling you, it's probably in 15, 16, 17 range would be my guess. I fill up at a specific spot every time, and really I have just about the same amount of E85 as I used to. So when you're not getting on it, the mileage pack, the MPG is great. It really is. It's just when you start sticking your foot in it is when you get into trouble. All right, everyone's going back to Mac. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. What's up, Mac? What's up, Mac? Mac is the Charlie Dan. All right. Mopar, what's up? Mopar, what's going on, buddy? I ain't seen you in a long time. Hard Rock Devil went down to Maryland. Yes, sir. Alpha Tango, all right, works calling. Catch rerun tonight. Hey, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Be careful out there. Hard Rock's going back to Alpha. Mac, it's a fact. What's up, guys? What's up, Mac? 803 tapped makes one. Chevy Hellcat adapter. Yep. Woo Mopar. We all know it's facts. We all know it's facts. We sure enough do. Tim, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. And thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. We're gonna make Shake and Bake run 7s. It's coming. All right. Maybe we'll have to do a few more things, but we'll see. We'll see. Hard Rock. Amen, Don. Yes, sir. I'm sure he's smiling down, looking at what you're doing, Don. He's got to be proud. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, Eric. I really do. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. I wish you knew how much. We may never talk face to face. We may never be in front of each other, but just the camaraderie and these weekly talks we have, I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. I really do. 803 back to Mac. Yep, Max. Applied torque solutions for the transmission, 100%. Mickey Thompsons are bad. Yes, sir, they are, 100%. Eric says we're going 7s too. All right, maybe we got to figure out how to go 7s, Mac. I do that, we'll definitely get kicked out, no doubt. Max says I have one. It's got a bunch of billet stuff. Mine's set up to 1400 wheel. All right. I just put Nightmares in. I'll be doing the ATS DIY kit on Fleets and Ghost, and Ghost will be his stage 3. Sweet. And Dawn will be coming soon once this Simple One goes, which it's been doing good. It's really been doing good. Mac, I'm getting set up to do transmissions in house. If they're totally failed, they'll get sent out. But me doing in house versus sending off saves my customers like $1,700. Yep. Woo Mopar. Some of us Nag 1 guys need transmission help too. He does Nag 1s. So Applied Torque Solutions, Brian, he also does Nag 1s. So if you need to send it off, Applied Torque Solutions is a spot that you can go. Eric's going back to Mac. Freaking awesome. Yep. SHR kits with the Dings valve body is the move for the Nag 1 or Paramount. I believe Brian at ATS also does them. There's some Nag 1 help. Tim, I think the ATS owner said he dabbles in Nag 1. He does. Sure enough. Eric, Woo hit up Mac. I heard they were going to start doing them. Yeah. Mac, I talked to Steph for an hour yesterday on the phone, and he agreed that people don't give your car and what it does more credit. I think it's because folks are butthurt, my opinion, so they don't want to. Yeah, I hear you. But Mac, in those some of those inner circles of street racers, we've the deal. We've turned some heads, but on the outside, yeah, it is what it is. You don't have to give me credit. I don't care. I'll just get back out on the track and do it again. We'll just keep doing it, Mac. We'll just do it again and again and again. And we'll just go faster and faster and faster. But don't make me put a cage. I'm trying not to put a cage in. One more. I hit Mac up too much as it is, but he's the only one of. I hear you. Tim, Shake and Bake is going to be legendary street car of the era for the Mopar community. All right, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I still owe him dinner and dessert. All right. Fellows, my snow fuel hat was complete and in my hands. I showed it on my YouTube and IG. So we have a new fuel hat. Yeah. Got a new fuel hat we can use. Dessert is a must. We had some of the best cinnamon rolls today. There you go. Cinnamon. I love cinnamon rolls. Hard Rock. I like the dial in. Like I said, it makes for a better race, in my opinion. Yep. Bracket racing is much harder. That's why I love it. It is hard because you got to dial in, and if you ain't got to dial it in right, that's it. Game over. Bracket racing is way more fun, especially to watch. It's way more evenly balanced. Yeah, that's why I like it. Yeah. Eric's Hard Rock back to Eric. Eric is really good for E85. Yeah. Shake and Bake gets great gas mileage. There's no doubt. Mac, my car gets 8 to 21 on E85 depending on how I drive it. The roads are like, and we have the same cam and headers and stuff, so it should be close. Yeah, when I'm not on it, it's the gas mileage is pretty good. But once you hit that blower, watch out. I used to get 26 to 27 on 93. I did too. Yeah. A ways back. Hang on 1 second. Oh, Amazon. Amazon, hun. Sorry about that. Amazon was at the door. I was like, wait a minute. Who's around my garage messing around? Got them cameras everywhere. Got to keep shake and bake on the camera. Eric Sheets, that's crazy. Yeah. Wicked Warlock, what's up, buddy? Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate it. Ant, what's going on, buddy? Lee Zeldin confirm. Good riddance, EPA. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Carb is getting chucked up. Yeah, buddy. Wicked Warlock, sorry for the loss. Prayers to you and the family. Thank you, man. I definitely appreciate that. I really do. Y'all don't. People always say this, that, they appreciate it, but I'm telling you, from deep down, I really appreciate all of you guys, 100%. Mac, by the way, my goal is to run faster NA and stock block with a 6.4 than Don ran in the 5.7. All right. So the blower sitting in the box is on hold. 6.4 will be king. 995 or bust. All right. 985 is the number I have in my head, but 995 makes me happy. All right. Eric, you don't need verification from anyone. The car and the work stands for itself. 100%, bud. Sure enough does. The time slips, the videos, the draggies, all of that proves what it is. Mac, Don, if you get the car in the 8.4s, then I'll shut up forever about going faster since Ghost is getting caged. It is super light. Yeah, that car is going to be ridiculous. That car is going to be stupid. But it's all good, Mac, man. I don't mind going faster. I just don't want to put a cage in a car. Tim, Mac, so we're talking cam, heads, high compression pistons, and weight saving stock. Is what, low 11? Yes, I've seen stock. So way back, I can't remember, B5 Blue. Was that his name? I can't remember. I know he was running high 10s with some weight savings and some other things done. Yeah, 995 is spicy for an NA car, but it can be done. Yeah, that'll be interesting. If Mac hits 9s, watch out. We won't be able to get them in the shop, even through the garage doors. Stock cam with stock headers around 11.1. Oh, excuse me. Yes, sir. Or minus the high comp and stroke. Tim's going back to Mac. I have a NAG 164 here that makes 550 right now. I'm putting on the lift tomorrow for an 8-speed swap and red eye rear. We'll see what it does. It'll give us an idea what mine will make. With the high ram, I need to test the high ram. I have a 108 millimeter on mine as well. Hard Rock, I almost put the lithium battery in my Scat until I talked to Scavenger 1320. If you forget to charge it, lights out. Yeah, buddy. But I know, but those anti-gravity batteries are supposed to be pretty good. Dave has one in his car. Mac will tell you. Look at the anti-gravity ones if you do go lithium Hard Rock. And the high ram is clutch. Just got mine paired with a 105 Demon 170 throttle body. Yeah, buddy. My 10.7 was 512 wheel horsepower is my point. I love the look of high rams, just the best. I already have a hole cut in my hood, so I'm good. I hear you, Ant. Mac, I make more now. I'm still stock heads and stock 6.4 intake. I know the IRM was worth 38 wheel on an Ag 1 car over the 6.4. I'm doing extreme heads for mine and some other tricks. Yep. This go around, I'm going to be a lot lighter. Kirky going in as well. So, hey, Mac, so be careful with the Kirky because at MIR, I can't remember who had a Kirky in their car, but because they didn't have a harness bar in the back, They wouldn't let them run with the Kirky. They had to go get their stock seat and put it back in. So if you get the Kirky, you're probably going to need a harness bar in the back. Just to pass tech, at least in MIR. I think heads are where you get your big numbers, especially since you designed the cam. Yeah. And I'm down to 3,500 with me in it. Wow. Wow. Planning to smack it at 3,800 and let it eat. There you go, buddy. Woo. Mac, there is no if. I'm going to do. The car is going to make over 600 wheels soon enough. Mark my words. All right, Mac, we're with you. And just don't know what cam to use. Get a Mac cam. Heads are not worth much on most builds. You need to have no restrictions everywhere else. I won't have any on mine, so they'll definitely help. And I have anti-gravity in mine. Awesome batteries. Yep. And I cannot get a Mac cam. Mac has a very strict policy. I would be installing and tuning myself. Mac, we do rentals. We do rentals. Regularly so is cams rock. Yeah, I feel that. Tim, we need a lot more 9-second NA Mopars. Yeah, right. That's for sure. Wicket. You guys know where use supercharger or whip or turbo. Can't buy new, don't have that kind of money. Off the top of my head, I don't, but someone in here might. I can get in the 9s NA, but I'm a cheater car. That's right. Hey, Ant, I gotta get with you, buddy. I gotta get with you. I need some video content. So I may have to come up to the shop, come down to the shop, over to the shop, up to the shop, whichever way I gotta go. There are 8-second NA Mopars out and lots of 9s. Just never been a stock block, not tin can car. That's the gold drive to and from. Yep. And exactly. I'm a tin can car. Yes, sir. Yeah, not fully raced out. And the chassis was built for a boosted setup, and well, that motor left the chat. Sure did. 803. Glad you're back. Y'all have a good night. Work is calling. All right, 803. Like I said, hit Mac and I up. We'll get you that that adapter if you want it. Let me know. The dyno is calling. Yes, sir. We may have to sneak over there just for some content and get you out there. Get people coming to the golly. Lost my train of thought. Tim, rear seat delete allowed though for sure. Yep. There's never been a stock bottom end 6.4 NA at all, actually, and only one really built one in another country, but they can't prove it's not just 6.4 based. People lie. They sure do. They sure do. I had a stock bottom end 10-second car nearly 10 years ago. I had 10-second NA57 stuff. I want to do the 6.4 and 9s. Yeah. Yes, sir. It's definitely possible. Ugh. Brr. All right, you guys are slowing me down. We got 10 minutes. Oh, where y'all at? Hit that like button. Come on, y'all cut me a break here. Bringing a bore scope to prove mine's stock at the train. There you go, Mac. Prove it to him. Show him. My goal is to hurt feelings and pride this year. Yes, sir. Like I said, my goal this year is to just have some fun. But if we want to go for the record again in March. Let's take March, go for the record, and then it's all about just having fun. Mac, okay, I'm out. I can't be the only one. Might as well just call. All right, Mac. Have a good one, buddy. I gotta get down to see you guys too. I mean, if it's not to do anything to shake and bake, just come down and just hang out for a little while. I think I need some Mac therapy. Come down there and hang out for a little bit. For sure, this should be a good race season. Sure enough, should. Especially for EFI specialties. Mac's got a couple of really fast cars he's working on. Not only mine, but other ones as well. Ant, he's working on a fast car. Stark, he's working on his car. But his car is gonna be straight out race car now, man. But he's doing a lot to his car. So hopefully this season, man, we all get together and just maybe we all get together and do a rental and just tear up the track wherever it's at. Whether we do like a Cecil rental or an MIR rental, but definitely got to be a good track. He can bring that bore scope. I'm still going to mess you and tell everyone it's not stock. Oh, gosh. Better take Mac lunch and dessert. I know. I'd probably tell everyone they found child pee on your tuning laptop. All right, you guys are killing me. I know I started actually 10 minutes early. Some people figured it out and they were here pretty early. But you guys seem to be dying on the vine a little bit in the chat. So let's just call it a night again. I appreciate all of the thoughts, all of the prayers and condolences for my father passing away. I definitely appreciate it. Again, I appreciate all of you guys and gals, if there's any gals out there. You guys are amazing. You guys are probably the real reason why I came back. I might not have came back, but I know you guys love these Wednesday chats, and I know you guys love the videos when I put them out there. So we're gonna get back into it, and this year we're gonna have a whole lot of fun. We're gonna have a whole lot of racing. I'm gonna try and get more off the cuff content. Like I said, I know I keep saying this, get stuff in the pits. I need to get more of that action when I get back to the pits and keep the camera rolling. So we'll do some of that. Sounds good, Ant. Sounds good. But that's going to do it for this, folks. Until next time, be safe. Adios.